Hello, everybody. So I am here again. I couldn't come last Friday because I didn't have a help, and I still don't know how to do those things, but there is a progress. But today I'm recording just on computer on some program because I wanna learn about the camera, and all I done was I marked it up. So it now recording only for 2 minutes and then it switch off on me. That's how I am so oblivious to this technology. Anyway, I feel better on average. I start eating more only last week. But I'm not here today to talk about myself. This is not what you're waiting for. I understand you all. With the patience, I thank you for the story. So first, of course, I want to thank you for all your condolences, for all your beautiful words, all your support, all your love. It really helps. Thank you. So in my head, there was the story running around, wondering where to start. And I realized I start from the end, which is really beginning as well. So actually, what happened now, just few weeks ago, that was nothing which comes just out of the blue. That was something which was with Mango for a long time. But here the story starts. Thank you, Mango, for being part of my life. And thank you for everything you taught me. I appreciate it. So we were exercising, we were doing some yoga, we were doing some Pilates. After we used to exercise for about an hour. In a day, we decided to do it, like maybe twice a week. Exercise was my big habit since I was a child. I always loved body movement and dance and exercise. So, but Mango wasn't much of that kind of person. He would be somebody who would like go for a hike or climb the tree in younger years. And here he said he don't want to climb the tree anymore. But climbing and stuff like this, swimming. He was excellent swimmer. So we were exercising, and just when uh, we were finishing, because in the end, I was doing my own special back exercises, and Mango was doing some yoga postures I can't physically do because my disability. And he always done them, and we both did our own stuff. And that was it. And just when Mango finished his routine, he said, suddenly I felt so sick. I feel like I was poisoned. And I told him, well, go and lie down and have a rest. Because that's what we always done when we was unwell. When my nose is itchy, so too much crying in the past. And my nose is a little bit damaged from it. It's using. Anyway, and Mango just prior to exercise, he drank in the morning cucumber tomato juice, this size. And later on, he, before we just start exercising, he drank about that much, like half, maybe more of that cucumber juice before he started exercise. And during the exercise, Mango usually have a sip on that juice as well. That was normal for Mango. I remember I told him once, I seen people even drink water, exercising. But I said to him few times, if I do that, I would feel sick. My body, if I exercise, my body would not tolerate that kind of treatment. Anything, food or drink. But Mango have different hours of eating than me, so like too. He just needed food that time, and so be it. Now, so Mango went lie down. Normally he would go in a dam, and I went in a shower. That was our morning routine. And so after exercise, not only after exercise, but every day before lunch. Well, my breakfast and Mango's lunch, I would go to have a bath because I do all the body massage. First just with the shower head and then with the washer. Sometimes some use brushes. So Mango was resting. I had that bath and we could communicate, have open door to the bedroom, and that's where he was, and I was telling him, so I can communicate with him, and of course, I asked him if he's getting better, and he said kind of same, and he mentioned the cucumber juice again. He worries it could be poisoned, and actually before he went lie down, he poured out the cucumber juice. So I believe that too. That's what we believed. He didn't have other clue why suddenly, out of nowhere, Mango got sick. I need to say before I go further with this story that with Mango it was normal to suddenly fall sick out of nowhere and he would be strained on a bed for like up to 3 weeks in a high fever, most of the time sleeping. When I wanna, when he wake up and I wanna give him water, he used to get angry with me because he doesn't wanna drink. And I used to tell him, you need to drink because you will get dehydrated, you will get even worse. So he, in the end, he would always listen because I would talk to him like a little baby. I would tell him, just one sip, please, just one sip. On the beginning when he started coming back to himself because he was most of the time like in some delirium or something. So I couldn't really even communicate with him properly at times. There was times it was 40 degrees fever. I don't know the Fahrenheit, but 40 degrees centigrade. And that's already like kind of alarming temperature. I told him I put cold towels on him. He needs to cool down his body temperature. He will refuse any help from outside. Mango's personality was he would help anybody, any day. You can wake him up in the middle of the day. He will, he will get up and help you if it's really needed. But to himself, he helped the best way he could as well. So after I finished my shower, I went to. So anyway, to me then it was okay. This is normal with Mango. So when I finished the shower, I brought my stuff for a lunch, and we used to always have a like picnic on our bed with a big picnic blanket, and we each have our separate things, and we both did separate salads or whatever we were eating at that day, because we not always ate the same things. And anyway, so I did that. I started preparing my breakfast, and Mango said, I feel back to normal. I even have an appetite. I'm going to make salad for myself as well. And so he done that. And we fully enjoyed. We watched the videos. That was done when we watched some videos. And uh, everything went back to normal. When we come here, we had always time just one-on-one together, chatting about things and stuff. And then, because Mango was strict routine man, that was for me the difficult because I'm opposite. I am intuitive. I can't go by tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I'm going. But that's about me. We are talking about Mango now. So Mango finished all his rest of the day till the time he used to go to bed, which was about 5:30. But he used to do some work on his computer before he go to sleep as well, like our. And so, he was in a bedroom, I was here, this is our day bed, and with the computers as well. And so I was glad because, yeah, and Mango, notable. I'm not sure if Mango threw up even soon after he left for his bed. I'm really not sure now. But I have a feeling he didn't. He didn't. But he felt before he was very sick. After exercise, he took with him two balls, in a case he needs to throw up. And that's what it was. So the balls was in the bedroom. That's what confused me. Okay, okay. And it was already around like 10 at night. And I hear Mango is throwing up. So straight away I went to him. I took care of, I cleaned the stuff come out from him. And I also wasn't very pleased with that because for Mango throw up, especially when he wasn't well, including during the fasting, uh, again, that was normal. But what wasn't normal this time, it was coming. So he will throw up every like half an hour. I will always hear it. I will always go there. And it was going on. Then it was maybe after 1 hour. So actually, obviously, that worried me, and I I could not sleep. And because Mango was like physically really off, and so you know, I used to go there and clean each time after he threw up. And then he always like go back like he's sleeping. And that was how he used to be when he was unwell. Only the throwing up was more intense, but we both believe maybe was something in that juice. So there was no alarm or different idea, because idea was already made up and fixed. And when Mango is not well, I it's always very difficult for me because I am not the person who could work in a hospital and take after sick people, because my heart I feel too much for others. And to see people suffer, it's for me very difficult to not feel nothing for them. So of course I take care of person in the need, but all I'm saying, it's difficult for me. That's why I couldn't even sleep. And I worried for Mango. I always worried for Mango when he was like this. So anyway, so maybe around 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, I think it was, Mango finally stopped throwing up, and he went back like in a sleep. So I make sure, and I always, when I go there, not when he was throwing up, because I already knew when Mango doesn't eat and when he throws up and when he has a water makes him also throw up. But I would give him little sips. I said, don't drink much, just little sips so you don't throw up just from that water. So that's what was happening. And then I let him sleep. He was sleeping. And I would check on him every half an hour. We have that timer to take away for 1 hour. So I timed it for half an hour. so I don't forget, and I always went to him, give him a sip of water, check if he wasn't like sleeping, he was in some like more delirium. Gave him some water, and then he was sleeping, definitely sleeping, so I thought I just go in the garden for a while. And I was in the garden, and I used to come even from garden, like I come I come after first after Arman was still sleeping, so I said I let him sleep, he needs to sleep, because when I could see sleep. So I went back to garden, I would continue gardening, just here next to just here on the front garden, and I will always come back check on him. Okay. And and he would be as usual when he is not well. So I only make sure I giving him water. So as soon as I know he's not sleeping anymore fully, I was giving him that water. As usual, Mango was refusing it, but I told him if he won't drink, he may die and stuff like this. And I don't want to lose him. I really love him. So I would always make him in the end have a drink. So that was day 2 already after Mango got sick. And most of that day, Mango was sleeping. I used to wake him up. I used to have him like a baby here. And lift his head up a little bit. Lift his head up a little bit. Because he was like very weak. And giving him that drink, sip by sip by sip. And he would drink it. And that was happening through the rest of that day. And the night, because this time it seemed to be more severe, especially Mango not being much with it. But he was always like in some delirium or something, very difficult to communicate with him, even in the past when he wasn't well. So this was going on till like, I don't know, it was afternoon, I think it was still like maybe 5 o'clock afternoon. And I asked Mango again, Mango, are you sure you don't want me to call ambulance? And he said, I'm sure. I don't. And this is what Mango wanted always, but I'm like that too. I understood him, so I respected his wishes. Yet, that was very difficult for me because I was so itchy to ring that ambulance. But I didn't, because Mango before always come out of it, and I I could not face him if he come out of it somewhere in the hospital. I know he would. I knew him. I know he would not like it a bit. So that kept me back to respect for his wishes. And it was around 2 in the morning. I didn't sleep again, so I was also like bit already a bit like in La La Land, because when I don't have a sleep and I'm under stress, I it really affects my psyche big time. So it was around the tree, and I just left Mango. I gave him some drink, and I come here to just lie down and switch off for a while and do some, try to calm myself, deeply relaxation and stuff like that. And because I were all the doors open, I could suddenly hear Mango's way of breathing change. So I went there, and I noticed he's like somehow struggling. I can't even express how, but I seen it. And I said to myself, I don't care anymore. I'm going to ring that ambulance because I think if I don't, I may lose him. And I rang ambulance. I just could not anymore. Seeing him like this, I rang him. And she wanted me to put the phone next to his mouth. I did, so she can hear the way he breathes. She told me what to do, and I have to resuscitate him. 1, 2, 3, 4. I didn't sleep for 2 nights. Maybe I have a few hours sleep, so I don't know. I just quit micro sleep. And doing this, it was like I put all my might in that. Mango, please stay with us. And the nurse was shouting with me, encouraging me, keep going, don't ever stop. And we live like 15 guys from town. Excuse me. And I was told within hour after that there was such a big fog. It was like pure milk. It was very difficult. It was not possible to come even fast. So they took vow to come in here more than half an hour. And then when they arrived, they start waking up Mango's heart. That's when I left the room. But before I left the room, the man doing that job, the woman come join him like 10 minutes later. He told me that usually people like this, uh, with this problem, that's a hard problem, die. When they live a bit further away, they usually don't make it before ambulance arrives. But he said if he doesn't wake up, there's always chance. And but he said if he didn't wake up, if he does not wake up within half an hour, he would be, that means he would not make it. Okay. So I was lying here. And then the man come out and said that he's sorry and the mango is gone. I could not believe it. He said he had a I think he said he has a heart attack. And I said right away, ah, I wish that that's my wish way to go. Not like heart attack, but just die fast. Because I that's my wish since I was little girl. Because I never liked death and I never liked to be dying for months and years with some terrible disease. So as I was in a shock, that was my first reaction, like, oh, that's the way how I wanna die. Like I wanna go. Like he wants, he stolen my wish kind of thing. And maybe now it won't happen to me. Just like total lunatic. But I think those people, they see a lot of crazy reactions from other people. So that was it. Mango was dead. Now I wrote email to our closest friend living closest to us as well by location. I wrote him email, which is short email, and he said straight away. He said on my way, and he brought his sweetheart with him, and also he notified his sister and his brother and some and his wife, and they all came. First came our friend, and about half an hour later, maybe not even that much, arrived the brother and wife. Anyway, I hope the sound is okay. I sometimes forget I have to talk loud, but then I feel like some general. So it feels weird to me. So now there was a lot of people in a garden, another ambulance, there were coming people to take him. Became at last, there were other people coming from different departments, like the cops, the federal cops, like not just some cops, but the cops who are investigating stuff like murder and stuff like this. So, like, because they told me this is normal procedure, because Mango has not records at the doctors. Mango had, he was considered as healthy. Uh, he is known for living healthy lifestyle. So locally, and we live in a little town kind of thing, close to the 15 guys from little town. And so I was told that they have to investigate it for that reason because, it's a law and that law is here because I'm thinking it goes for most of countries. Australia has big problem with domestic violence. So anyway, I said even the cop that I think he died because he was dehydrated because I think I didn't manage to give him enough water. But that was talking somebody to somebody who knows what they even know about those things. And they just asked if Mango has had some problems, some health problems. So I told them problems, and that was lack of energy. In my books, not healthy elimination, the consistency of it. It was more called, it was more like on the runny side since I met Mango. And when I asked him, you have some problem with your digestion, he would say, why you asking? And I said, because your poo is runny. And he said, that's normal. The Mango, everything was normal. That because he has it for years like this, to him it was normal. But I knew it's not normal. I knew how healthy food looks like. I know it. Anyhow. So that's all I can think of then. And so they were here for a while. Everybody was here for a while. And they were coming out and in and giving me different numbers to ring and all this jam. It was totally crazy that morning. So in the end, nobody left till the last people who come pick up Mango up were leaving the house. They all left then. There was yard full of cars, ambulances and cop cars and I don't know what everything. And now I was living with the guilt that I killed Mango because I took his life because I didn't manage to give him enough water. Because the core course of Mango's departure was unknown. So they have to investigate, they have to look. So I got contact on this coronary, corona, something like that nurse. That's the cop nurse who you, I could be in a contact. She will tell me what's going on with Mango, and I can ask her any questions I want, including Mango's health. So they couldn't find out here in Mariba what's actually wrong with Mango from his all body samples they took and everything they could do, possibly here. They could not indicate why Mango died. So they have to actually fly him to hospital few hundred guys away to do the scan on him. And they said if they can't see anything in a scan, they will have to, you know, cut him up and all that. And if I give them permission for that, and I said, yes, if needed, I'm giving you permission. For Mango, his body was nothing, just piece of rubbish, because he doesn't need it anymore. He left his spirit, left the body behind, so it's not needed. He didn't have a respect for the body in a way most of people have. He he didn't care much about what happened to his body. That's what I thought. But once I told him that I would never like to be burned after I'm dead. And curiously enough, I told him that just few months prior he died. And he said, he always was for that. And that time he said, I also don't want to get burned. And I was happy he said that, because if he never said that, I would not know what he wanted. I would have to investigate with his family, especially his sister. She was very close to him. She is very close to him, sorry. And and I had him buried. But it made me feel good. His body is where it really should be, where it comes from. Because I have a different beliefs than Mango about the dying. But that's okay, of course. We loved each other, you know. That didn't make any wedge between us. So after 5 days, I only learned the diagnosis that Mango actually died because of his heart and not because I was giving him not enough water. And that was first day when I can finally let go of that really, really bad guilt. I was ready to go to jail or anything. I was ready to fight for it big time. I didn't care because I believe if I did something wrong, I have to owe up to it. I even told them that. This is first thing I told them when they came to court, that I think he died because I didn't give him enough water. I was telling it to everybody who I was in contact with. And next time I tell you more because it's already long and I'm getting tired, because I want you to know that I'm not still how I should be. I still have difficult time to get through the day, not all the day, not constantly, but it comes in a way when I'm kind of okay, and then I fully like not. And maybe you didn't hear most of it. Please let me know if this is not good enough. I'm working on it. I'm doing my best, but I depend at the moment on other people. And before I learn myself how to do it all independently, then you can get back the quality you got used to before when Mango was here with us. So, look, I love you all. And again, thank you for all your love and support. That helps. And till next time, take care. Take care. Next time, we will really look into why actually mango, as fruitarian, could develop such a nasty disease, deadly disease. He left this huge lesson for us to learn, to consider the importance of the food we are eating. It's not as easy as Mango thought. You just eat fruit and you find it doesn't work that way. So I learned, and you're going to learn too. And some of you already hinted some stuff. But I tell you, it's not one thing, it was more than one thing where everything was benef- benefiting. Everything was in the works to develop that disease for Mango. Anyway, take care and never forget about love because without love, we are empty shells. If you don't love, you are the poorest person on the earth. Even you eat from golden plates. Till next time, I love you.